subscribers and less than 4,000 hours of total watch time over the last 12 months.
Yeah.
How much were you making?
So, okay. This is where we get
like,
into the conversation that goes, is this a big deal?
Yeah.
So it is a big deal in the sense that YouTube is kind of spinning it as a benefit to the community when actually this has, as far as I can tell, everything to do with the blowback that they're getting from advertisers for having that wide open, we're going to put monetization on everything. Then the advertisers realized their brand was getting I forgot that part of the history lesson, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So advertisers realizing that their brand was getting placed next to content that they found objectionable, which
like
we've talked about before. And I think this is just follow up on that. And I think that the Suicide Forest incident
has nothing to do with this.
Remember, no, it does, but not on the community side.
Yeah.
What it has to do with is that he was a preferred channel.
Yeah.
A channel that YouTube specifically goes out there and pitches to advertisers. We're preferred channels. Preferred channels are, to an even greater degree, I would think, expected to abide by the community guidelines, which, by the way, doesn't necessarily mean that you can't drop a, shit bomb in your video occasionally. I mean, egregious profanity, I believe, is covered in the community guidelines. I'm not sure. I haven't looked.
Egregious is kind of a specific term.
It's a very sort of gray area, actually. But there are things that
are
covered.
Well, no, it makes it so that probably what you just said isn't going to get you.
No.
Oh, you'd have to go pretty ham.
So
it's still great. I don't know how to make it. You know what I mean?
Blah 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 blah. Nudity or sexual content, harmful or dangerous content, violent or graphic content, hateful content, harassment and cyberbullying, threats, spam, misleading metadata and scams, copyright, privacy, impersonation, child endangerment, and additional policies.
A big issue about all this is I can even think off the top of my head of one or more examples that I've seen of at least every single thing in there.
Yeah.
So
vulgar language is actually bundled under additional policies right here, and it specifically says here that sexually explicit language or excessive swearing in your video or associated metadata may lead to your video being age-restricted.
So excessive.
So what happened here was, and in this case, I don't even think there's really anything in here. I mean, you could call it graphic content, actually. Violent or gory content that's primarily intended to be shocking, sensational, or disrespectful. Okay,
that's exactly what it is.
So anyway, the problem here is that, as far as I can tell, YouTube got yet another round of blowback from advertisers for specifically promoting a channel that blatantly violated their community guidelines, and then the content was just left there, presumably with ads still running on it.
And I think if it was dropped super fast, it might have been a different reaction from the advertisers.
Yes, and from the community.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that's what's going on here. The collateral damage is mostly channels that, and YouTube lays this out in their blog post, mostly channels that made less than $2.50 last month.
Okay, this is what I was saying.
And less than $100 in the last year.
If you're relying on that, whoa.
Yeah.
There is probably other ways that you can make money on the internet easier.
We're pretty sure there are, or even we mowed lawns. And that
we
was
mowed lawns.
More profitable.
We sold berries.
But that wasn't profitable. Yeah. Anyway, the point is that
you could just go work at the place that.
There's a lot of outrage about this, and I'm putting myself. I won't bundle you in with me, but I'm putting myself in a position.
I'm on it.
To say something kind of unpopular, but I actually don't think this is that big of a deal.
I'm with you. Because, okay, the first thing I did when I read this was at the very beginning, before you get really deep into it, I was like, wow, they're screwing over the little guy. Why would they do that? That makes no sense. And then I saw their thresholds, and I was like, isn't going to make it anyone's major bottom line.
So anyone that small, speaking YouTuber to YouTuber,
just gonna say, you will get more traction with people, and they will share it more, and they'll watch more of the video if you turn off the ads anyways, and you'll be seen as a good guy, and more people will watch your stuff.
Because you gotta understand that there's always a trade-off between monetization. We'll get into our sponsorship eventually.
Heck yeah.
There's always a trade-off between monetization of your existing audience
Yeah.
and audience building. If you could upload videos every day that are pure ads, audience would stop growing. Or roll back all of our ads entirely, and sponsors and all that stuff, turn off everything, and we could grow faster. And every creator out there is trying to find that happy medium where they are satisfied